Hey there, broken sister and brothers and sisters. I just graduated valedictorian of my homeschool high school class, and I just have one question. What the heck do I do next? I mean, there's gotta be something in this book. Maybe like Keith in the back of the concordance, or high school, that would be a good thing. Maybe it's back there. Or maybe if I Googled verses about what Keith should do after he graduates from high school, maybe that will give me something. I mean, I have no clue here. God, you gotta have something for me in here. No, not Hebrews, I want high school. And 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, "Whether then you eat or drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God." Now, I know what you guys are thinking. How does this help me decide what to do after I graduate? Where should I go to college? Should I even go to college at all? What should my major be? Where should I get my first job? What should my first car be? Should I marry that girl?
What am I gonna name my first child?
Deep breath, stay calm, and listen on. Okay guys, to be completely honest with you, there's nowhere in the Bible where it says what you or me should do specifically after we graduate, or what we should do specifically in many areas of life. Now again, I know what you guys are probably thinking. What are you trying to say? How could God leave us hanging? Does he even care? Am I trapped and wandering through life alone?
Does Jesus even love me?
Stay calm and listen on. I'm here to tell you guys that God does care and he does love you. And he hasn't left you out to hang, and he hasn't forgotten about you. But he's also giving you free will and common sense. Notice how at the beginning of 1 Corinthians 10:31, it says, whatever you do. I don't think this is God's way of saying,
Oh, whatever you do, I don't really care.
What I do believe is that we need to be careful not to over-spiritualize life. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I should go to trade school or carpentry school. I mean, my grandfather was a carpenter. Dude, look, it says here in Mark 6:3 that Jesus was a carpenter. And what's your name? Mark? And you were born when? On the 3rd day of the 6th month. Oh my gosh, man, you're right, thanks. No problem, man. Here, this is for you. What is it? It's a birdhouse I made. Not altogether. God never meant for us to be artificial robots whose life is laid out step by step by step. We were meant to be personal, creative, expressive beings. We were meant to have our own favorite colors, foods, and animals. We were meant to have our own talents and abilities. We were even meant to have free will and common sense so that we could do things like compare job opportunities and pick the one that specifically best works for you or me. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It really concerns me when I hear this. Yeah, I've been praying about it, and I really feel God is leading me to take this job, when this is what's really going on. Yeah, this new job is just way more up my alley, and it even pays a little bit more. I'd have to be crazy not to take it. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that God can't use his word and prayer to guide us in life decisions. But what I am saying is that when we use these actions to spiritualize a simple common sense and free will decision, that's lying, and that's a sin. And it really puts a pressure on today's modern Christian to have some kind of spiritual revelation on a life decision that God really just wants us to use the blessings of free will, common sense, and unique personality to help guide our choice. I get this may not be what you want to hear. I mean, we're humans, we're flawed, we're gonna mess up. And I, just like everyone else, wishes there was a way we could use God to avoid those mistakes. But we have to remember that sometimes mistakes are different from sins. I mean, it's not a sin to drop out of college or change a major or quit a job. You know, it's hard enough to journey through life without turning God into some OCD life manager. Oh man, I am so hungry.
Oh, you better be careful what you choose there. This diet choice you make right here could make or break your life and our relationship. Remember the last time one of my creations chose the wrong fruit?
That isn't God, and that's not how he wants us to go through life. But I don't want this to happen.
Thank you so much for this video. What you said was so freeing. I think this whole sinning thing is so overrated, and God just really wants us to do whatever makes us happy. You're an inspiration.
See, our verse ends by saying, do all to the glory of God. And this is what keeps us from turning OCD life manager God into do whatever the heck you want God. Neither of those are God. From the end of this verse, we see that Even though God doesn't have a step-by-step layout for every detail of our lives, He does want whatever we do and the reasoning behind whatever we do to be for His glory and honor. It really boils down to the idea found in 1 Samuel 16:7. God looks more at the inside than the outside. And you know what? I think we need to think most about that too. If you're struggling to make a specific life decision, one that God doesn't give a specific answer to, don't stress out about it. Just focus on glorifying God and obeying His word right where you are. You can't go wrong that way. And you may even find that God opens a door that you were never even expecting. Okay, so while God doesn't give us a straight out answer on what He wants you or me to do after we graduate, He does give us His word with morals that He doesn't want us to violate, while we enjoy our freedom to be unique, express our free will, and use common sense. So yeah, maybe go to college, or go straight into a job, or go to trade school, start your own business. Hey, start a YouTube channel. Okay, so I know this probably isn't helping, and you may even feel like we're back at square one. But hopefully after watching this video, you're gonna start thinking about the question of what should I do after I graduate just a little less, and start thinking about the question of how can I glorify God a little more. Hey there, Broken System brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, I was so excited to get this video out to you because I actually just 2 days ago celebrated my high school graduation. My family threw me a big party, and it was just a great time getting together with family and friends and really just celebrating the journey God has had me on so far. So I want to make this week's comment topic, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I know the answer to this may be different for different people depending on how grown up you already are and how far along in life you already are, but let's just talk about, you know, how we want to express our uniqueness, use our common sense, enjoy our free will in the future, you know, no matter what that may be for you and, you know, based on what point in your life you're at. So as always, if you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. If you felt like this message touched you and would touch others, please feel free to get this message out there on your social media. And if you want to see some more Broken Cistern videos, please hit that watermark subscribe button in the bottom corner. And as always, remember, there's something better than those broken cisterns. I'll see you next time.